The diesel was only there to clear away the coal trucks. After his job is done, he will be dispatched back to the diesel yards.
What? No, really, what? What the fuck does that mean? That's not the narrator flubbing the line, by the way. That's in the goddamn script. The diesel yards. What the fuck do you mean, the diesel yards? Okay, so in James and Super Ed, the Fat Controller charters a diesel to help out with extra demand. This is not a new concept for the franchise. Some of our most popular stories are visiting diesel stories. And in these stories, usually, at least in the Railway series canon, these diesels usually come from the mainland, the other railway. A horrifying, pure evil, corporate hellhole where love and compassion goes to die, also known as British Railways. And basically that's how fans thought it worked in the TV series canon too, for a long time. Because in Rusty and the Rescue and Escape, we see this fucking place, where Douglas finds Oliver and Rusty finds Stepney. And for a long time, fans presumed, okay, this is how we see the other railway in the classic series, at least. It makes sense, because there's a viaduct leading to it. So, okay, that's the bridge going over the border, maybe. Apparently not.
He had taken the midnight goods train to a station at a faraway part of the island where only the diesels work.
Usually I just chalk it up to being
weird narrator stuff.
And you know, obviously in the show it's actually supposed to be the other railway, you know, because that's where this place is in Escape. Apparently not, because in James and Super Red, Sir Topham Hatt says,
after his job is done, he will be dispatched back to the diesel yards.
What the fuck does this imply? Does this imply that that yard is just a big fucking yard on Sodor where the Fat Controller crams all the diesels into like sardines?
At a faraway part of the island where only the diesels work. Like,
is that why there's thousands of diesels there? It kind of makes sense. It doesn't at all, but it kind of makes sense. You know. I mean, that would explain why Diesel keeps coming back. You know, maybe he's just part of the railway now, and he's just working elsewhere. It would explain why eviction notices bounce off him like bullets off Superman.
Sir, it's like you said, he's dug in there like a tick, and
Never! You'll never take me alive!
Okay, breach it.
Roger that.
On second thought, I very much prefer to be taken alive. Just let me clear the old browser history and no.
It would explain why, even though we never see Derek again, he's still working on the island, apparently. You know, it would explain why Paxton, Sidney, and Norman came from fucking nowhere, just showed up. Oh my god. Does this mean Bowler's still on the island? Does this mean he's still on the island and he's still working? You know, they say he leaves, but, you know, does that just mean he went back to the diesel yards? And what does this say about the Fat Controller? It kind of fits him, you know, cramming all these diesels into one big yard. It kind of fits him, because in these scripts, in the Season 5 scripts, he's a mega dick.
Just then Harold appeared. A voice boomed out from his loud hailer. The voice belonged to the Fat Controller. "Get on with your work," he boomed. And they did.
Cranes are there to do a very important and difficult job. In future, you'll do exactly what they say. Otherwise, I'll get a diesel to replace you.
The smoke drifted into the station, making everyone cough and splutter. It was so dense, no one could see where it was coming from. The Fat Controller appeared on the platform. "Get rid of that smoke. If it's an engine, then it should be scrapped. I'll see to that, you mark my words." It was then the end for Super Ed. He never worked again. James and Gordon had to take him away.
He's a complete asshole. David Mitton really thought Topham was kind of a dick, I guess. You know, I guess he just didn't see him the way most fans see him. You know, I guess he saw him more as a boss, you know. But what the fuck is this place? What the fuck does all this imply? Like, what the hell does this mean? And has this just been a thing? Has this just had actual influence on the actual show going forward? Is this why is this why the Diesel Works are in Vickerstown? Is that supposed to be like, oh my god. It would also explain why Diesel's 10's still on the island despite, you know, all the attempted murder. TLDR, TV series lore is confusing, and I'm in pain. Alright, thank you for watching my ramblings. Peace. I just chalked this up to, it's probably just a weird thing that maybe Sam Wilkinson or someone said, kitty, 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 no, kitty.